Okay, Windy Bill here. Right now we're in the area of Tecopa, the Amargosa Borax works. I know the sign is really hard to see. In the summer of 1883, the first of the world's famous 20-mule team borax wagons ran from this site to the railhead at Daggett, 100 miles to the southwest. The borax ore was scraped off the adjacent dry lake. Adjacent dry lake would be back over across the highway and up in here with hand tools refined to concentrate it at this mill. This was a mill for the concentration of borax, and then it was shipped by wagon. During the winter months, the work was sifted to a richer, deeper deposit at the Harmony Works in Death Valley. Now, this whole area is borax, and also with borax, if you look at these hills, most of these hills you see is really not dirt. That's a lot of ash from volcanic activity thousands of years ago. There's two separate layers, which makes it very interesting. And before I move over to go look at these works over here, the ruins, I'm going to let you look at this. We have water there standing. And I don't know which direction this water goes, but if you look right there, it is running towards me, not away from me. So it's flowing here, coming under the street, coming up out of the ground, coming probably from this direction, and flowing into that pond there. And there may be going the other way, might be flowing in also. Where I'm standing is like walking and standing on a gigantic sponge. I step on the grass, and the ground underneath me sinks about 6 inches with every step. If I pick the wrong spot, I start feeling dampness coming around my feet. All right, made it there. We're going to go down this little embankment. And we're going to go back up here and we're going to start looking at these works. We're going to go down here to this one first. It looks like the concentration works, where they would concentrate the borax to make it cheaper to ship. The road ended up, Highway 127 ended up going right through the middle of it. And of course, I'm in my sandals today. Just perfect shoes to be wearing when you're in the sand dunes digging your truck out. And when you're out hiking in the backcountry. Don't know where I'd be without them. Now, if you look how green this is, how beautiful it is. This is part of the Amargosa River. It comes right through here. But we got these ruins right here in front of me. It's the corner of a wall. It was stacked rocks and clink, mud, used to create the wall. And this was one of the buildings at the borax works. And it went that way and this way Probably to about where that mound is. Then up and around. You think about the date. 1800s, that's a long time ago. We're lucky there's still that much left. Now we're going to go across the street and take a look at the other side. There's a set of walls over there. For all I know, this could have been one big building. We'll see when we get across the street. Okay, we walked across the street. I wanted to say possibly was one building, big building, but about 8 foot off on the walls lining up. So it was two separate buildings. Same construction. The hard clay rock, and then a mud clink to go between it to keep it airtight. Got an old bottle laying in the wash there. And I just noticed something interesting here. I'm going to walk up here. This is a dugout. It's kind of filled in with water running and mud. But this was probably at one time where somebody lived. And it's caved in on the top where somebody, a little crack or something, and water started running in and filling it in. So this is probably one of those dugout homes which is so popular out here. And for people that don't know, a dugout home is they build out here in these sand hills, these soft ash type clay dirt. They dig into it and then square out a living quarters and then make a house. Usually they'll board the front up, put a door in, and that could have been where the smokestack for the wood stove went, and it's just washed out now. And they'd have a wood stove. It would keep them warm in the summer, warm in the winter, and cool in the summer. And this would have been their dump. All the tin cans. One of these days I'm going to look up and download and have on me the chart for these tin cans. There's a company that made a chart that you can age exactly how old the can is by the markings on the bottom. But we know this was probably late 1800s, early 1900s. These appear to be soldered, hand soldered cans where they roll the edge and they solder to seal them. Good old lead. Lead was used for everything back in those days. It was easy to heat up, melt, seal stuff, seal cans, seal containers. But this is Harmony Borax Works. I mean, not Harmony, but the borax works out here in Tecopa, Amargosa Borax Works. And that gives you an idea of the dry lake bed. Now it has a lot of greenery on it because we've had a lot of water. You know, we talk about all the rain we've been having. And this rain is the most this desert probably has seen 20 years. I have places I can show you where the wash coming out of a canyon was 10 to 15 feet wide. Now it's between 50 and 100 feet wide. Where all the water out of these mountains flowed. There's an old trail leading up there to that mountain. Somebody was probably prospecting. So we pretty much, not much left of this site. We pretty well filmed everything. We're going to go into Tecopa. It's a resort town. It's snowbirds. And I hear Wonder Hussy was telling me that the snowbirds are starting to come back. So I thought I'll take a ride in there and see what's going on, see what's open. It's an interesting little town in Tecopa, California. Is in the hot summer, all the restaurants, the bars, the breweries, the hot springs, a lot of the hot springs are closed. Everything's closed. But as soon as it cools back down, everybody starts coming back. And then they open up. So with all this and all that, I want to thank everybody for watching. I please ask you to like and subscribe. And I also ask you to tell your friends and whoever else you want to tell to watch my channel. I know I said I was going to have that drawing, and we are still going to have that drawing. I'm well over 140 people now, I think it is. I haven't checked for the last week. I've been so tied up helping Erica get moved with her mom. So I'm going to get an REI gift card, and we are going to make a video. I'm going to ask you to look for a piece of paper of a certain color that's going to have the words gift card on it. And then I'm going to give you a phone number to text. And the first person that texts me that phone number will win the gift card. Possibly I'll give away a second gift card at the same time, seeing how I'm a little late. And we'll do it also. We'll do two of them maybe. Maybe a 10 and a 20. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Okay, Wendy Bill here. Just adding something to that other video, so I'm going to tag this onto the end of it. I'm walking back towards my truck, towards the highway. And lo and behold, look what I find. I don't know if you can tell from there. This is a handmade square nail. It was laying right here on the ground, right where I'm going to put it back, out in the open for somebody else to find. So, just a little extra tickler on the end of the video. Thank you much.